Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! Needs a point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
On a cold, dreary afternoon in Parma Heights, Ohio, we are ready for some OCCAC baseball as the 23-13-1 Tri-C Triceratops take on the 7-23 Edison State Chargers. Hello, friends. Nathan Smee and John Kersey on the call for you this afternoon, live from Ron Mottl Field. And John, I know 1 foot is out the door, 4 classes left to go for you in person, but you're ready for some tops ball today.
Absolutely. This is one of these cold, dreary mid-spring days. Nate, in my opinion, the team that wants it the most is going to have to overcome the weather as well as the opposition to shine on Ron Mottl Field today.
And we saw it the last time that you were on the call with me. It was a setting just like this. Actually, it was the draft week last year, and we saw that grittiness. How do you think that shows up today? Of course, grittiness can be defined by a number of things in baseball, but going back to yesterday, grittiness might be the willingness and the ability to go yard.
Absolutely. Last night, Tri-C's first game, I think they probably played their best overall game of the year, holding their opponents to 1 run by the bat just exploding like no tomorrow. But it was about 80 degrees and warm down in Piqua, Ohio. Today we're looking at about 50 and clouds and little drizzle and intermittent things. So we'll just see if that warmth from yesterday continues today.
And of course, when we have Bryce on the call, his main thing as a former PO is when it's cold, the ball is not going to fly nearly as far. However, we go back to the last dreary afternoon we saw at Ron Mottl Field that was like this. It was the Kellogg series, and the big thing with that, the wind was blowing out to the outfield, and we saw a lot of long balls. The wind blowing kind of today, but on your walk, and of course you went to your office today, how do you feel the conditions are on a scale of 1 to 10 in the dreariness? Of course, it could be better, but I feel like it could be a lot worse.
On a dreariness scale, about a 5. I mean, let's face it, like you said, the wind is not as anyways near as it was a year ago. There's a mild wind, but I don't think it's going to have a big impact, at least at this point in the doubleheader. I think, like I said up front, the biggest factor is how badly does Tri-C want it, how can they continue the momentum from the doubleheader sweep they had last night down near Dayton. And also, let's face it, let's see what the Edison Chargers are up to. I mean, they've got a few great players, which you and I mentioned earlier, but their team just hasn't been putting it together this year.
And they have to here, and if they do, Brian and Stratton will be sending them a care basket tomorrow morning because they need Tri-C to drop some games, and vice versa. If both teams win out, Tri-C wins their next 4. Brian and Stratton takes care of Lakeland today. It's mano a mano. Series winner is the overall 1 seed of the OCCAC. And what I would assume is either the 3 or the 4 seed in Region 12 Division 2. The loser, it depends. Tri-C, they would probably be in that 5 to 6 range. Bryan and Stratton, they have a collision course for Kellogg Community College in the 8 seed if they do not win the conference, in my opinion.
Boy, you're looking way ahead there, Nate. I will tell you this, right? I know this coach, I know this team. They take it one game at a time, and that's really important. This team, in many respects, is more refined in terms of the playoffs and the postseason than last year's team was, even though maybe last year had more talent. So it's going to be an interesting May here at Mottl Field and elsewhere as Tri-C's season unfolds.
And it's crazy to think that this time next Saturday, Tri-C will be in Solon, and they will be preparing for their final doubleheader of the regular season. It feels like just yesterday the season was getting underway, but here we are, late April, entering early May very, very soon. And we'll see how both teams fare today. But before our anthem, we'll look at the starting lineup for both teams. It goes Shannon, Clark, Runyon, Raker, Duggar, Ulmer, O'Neill, Shuttleworth, and Starks for Edison. As for Tri-C, Dermere Ross, Braden Bortnick, Nate Hill, Vinny Gallagher, Brock Miller, Nash Dreger, Zaylen Yanmaz, Diddy Farrell back in the lineup today, and then Big Tro, AJ Trobenter, the state champion last year with Lake Catholic. He is behind the plate with Ethan Elbert on the mound. But with that in mind, we'll toss it downstairs for the national anthem, and then once we have that, it is time for first pitch. It's the Chargers and the Tops up next on SmeeSports. Well, there you have it, our national anthem, and we are ready to go at Ron Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, John Kersey. Moments away from first pitch. The anticipation is here. A big home series for the Tri-C Triceratops, and a lot of it comes down to how the man on the mound today deals with the conditions. Ethan Elbert, what's at stake for him today?
I think for Ethan, this is an opportunity to show how good he could be if we get to the tournament and beyond. That's kind of, in my mind, what he's thinking about is, can I make a real quality start here? Can I go 5 innings, go 6 innings, go deep and strong, and show the coaching staff just how good I can be?
Of course, the question is, can he keep it consistent past the 3rd inning? That has been his biggest struggle this year. A lot of great starts. First time around, second time around, solid. Halfway through that second go-around, that's when the issues start to come up.
End of the second time around, beginning of the 3rd time around is really when counts. If he sees the batters the 3rd time around, that's an excellent sign for Tri-C today. And
it definitely is as you look at his stats so far on the season. 28 innings of work, 28 runs, 21 of which were earned, 17 walks, 37 punch-outs, a 6.75 ERA, and a 2-1 record. This will be his 8th appearance of the year, his 4th start. When looking at some other teams that we cover, he reminds me a lot of Brody Bugera, one of the starting pitchers for the Alliance Aviators, as to the fact where first time through, locked down. End of that second time, that's when things start to kind of fall apart. But for Brody's sake, he's figured it out lately. And I believe Ethan Elbert, a very similar trajectory to the number 2 over at Alliance.
Yeah, I think what's really important as we think about this game and what the ramifications are, we know from the tournament last year, you're about as good as your top 4 pitchers. We're still looking for the best 3rd and 4 in the sequence for Tri-C. And this is his opportunity to say, I'm one of those today.
And it definitely is. Of course, at the top, you have Keegan Gilbride. He is the man, and I assume he will be the starter in game number 2 from everything that we've heard. But beyond that, Torok, he has been really good this year coming in. Beyond him, you look at what David Moore did yesterday, going 5 innings. He was solid. Beyond that, you have some great bullpen pieces. Spencer Mueller, 2 innings of work. Last time we saw him 6 up, 6 down. Lincoln Briggs, he held it down. Point being, of course, you're looking for those top 4 guys at the top of your rotation, but the bullpen, it is as strong as ever here at Ron Mottl.
And that's important because when you're ahead 3 or 4 or 5 runs in the late innings, you want to be able to lock it down and walk away with the W.
And that's what Tri-C has been able to do quite well this season. Leading it off here for Edison State, it is going to be number 9, Parker Shannon. The sophomore so far on the year, batting .398 with 6 doubles and 6 home runs.
He is the straw that stirs the drink for Edison on offense.
And he needs a good at-bat here to get things going, as he will take strike 1 at 1:04 p.m. And we are off to the races in game number 1.
Great pitch on the outside corner.
And we'll see how Elbert decides to attack, if it's going to be in, out, top, bottom. A lot of these pitchers, if they can establish the zone early, they'll have some success. And again, I think based on that delivery, he's going to work outside today.
Absolutely. Incidentally, what is this, about the 9th, 10th game you've done at Tri-C, so going back to the fall, or is it more than that even?
I think this is 13, and then game 2 is 14. I could be mistaken, but I believe that's the lineage now. The 1-1, chopped foul.
Brought that one inside. And, of course, anytime you're at Tri-C, you have an international audience.
Yes, we do. A lot of the Canadians on the roster.
Yeah.
Including one that's trouble off to our right, who I'm sure we'll hear quite often today. We always do. I mean, he did a great job drawing, I believe, the Doritos logo the last time we were here. But a 1-2 count on Parker Shannon. And
nice
that'll do
pitch.
it. Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. Punch out number 1 today for Ethan Elbert.
Elbert was painting the outside corner except for that one pitch that Shannon fouled out. So that was a real good beginning right now.
Strikeout number 38 on the year for Ethan Elbert. And with 1 down, that'll bring in Jackson Clark, the first baseman.
And a lefty.
So far this year, batting .329, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, and 9 RBIs. The freshman from Centerville, a lot of guys from Centerville High School on this roster. Looking at the offense going here as he waves and misses.
That is a short hike from Centerville to Pequot.
And you look at the recruiting mentality of Edison State, it is a lot of local guys.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's how most of the conference was heading into last season.
Yeah.
The 0-1, a fly ball sent high on the infield over towards second. It's Zaylen Yanmaz, and he is going to make the grab for out number 2.
Another good quality pitch there.
And
keeping the ball inside.
And you'll get Zaylen Yanmaz, number 10. The middle infield was solidified when he came in. It was Lehner and it was Merritt. Both dealing with injuries right now. He has come in and settled in as the second baseman quite nicely. Maybe the benefactor of circumstance, but he has really taken it too hard and has been that guy over at second base this season. And there is a first pitch strike to Clark.
He's coming inside on him.
Or that's Cade Runyon, the DH.
Runyon, yeah.
The DH trying to get the offense going after 2 up, 2 down. A hard liner over towards short. It'll be Bortnick. His throw to 1 is on the money, and the side is retired. Another nice stretch from Vinny Gallagher over at first to retire the side. The Chargers go in order in the top of the first inning. When we return, it's Ross, Bortnick, and Hill 2 up for the Tops.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field, bottom of the first inning, no score. As you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports, it's a sophomore Carson Atkins on the mound today, a 7.59 ERA, and now 8 appearances, this being his 7th start. What's his recipe for success?
Down, down, down. When you're how can I say this, the 3rd or 4th starter on a team like this, and your ERA is that high, you've got to keep the ball away from the hitter's zone. Otherwise, you're going to have a short time on the mound today.
It was open season yesterday for this Tri-C offense, hitting the ball long left and right. You go look at the top of this lineup, you have 2 of those 3 dangerous hitters, and Jameer Ross in the 1 spot and Nate Hill in the 3. But don't sleep on Braden Bortnick, a really good, strong contact hitter for Tri-C, who packs plenty of power. But Jameer Ross, I would say at least the second half of the season, has been the story for Tri-C.
If we see Gallagher or Miller batting this inning, that's going to be a real good sign for Tri-C. If they score runs or not, it just means that they're getting to this pitcher early.
And heading into the series this weekend, this would be 19 appearances and through 18 for Jameer Ross, still batting above 500 this season. And a hard hit ball off the mound. It's going to die in no man's land, and he is easily going to beat that one out.
Pitcher couldn't field the ball, and that was it. That was about a 20-foot, I wouldn't call it a Baltimore chop. I'd call it a pitcher chop.
That's the Jameer Ross special. If he puts that ball in play, he is going to find a way to reach.
He's fast enough every time.
The last time we were here at Ron Mottl Field, Tri-C was tied with Lorraine in the bottom of the 6th inning. And, John, I'll tell you, we did not see the top of the 7th. They played at 10. And it all started with Jameer Ross getting on, and now time is called. It looks like he is shaking up.
They're checking on the pitcher's left ankle here. I hope he's okay, because that's what the ball bounced off of. You'd hate to see a guy have to come out so early because of an injury.
And I think right now the main focus is, where's your head at?
Well, that too, but they've got somebody in the bullpen just tossing lightly right now.
And I feel like that's one of those moves you make just in case.
Yeah.
It's a precaution. Now, if you have to take him out here in a really unfortunate way, it's all Tri-C momentum-wise.
Absolutely.
And
but we hope that doesn't happen.
Agreed. And, of course, we did see moments ago Ethan Albert up here in the press box staying warm, as it is a lot warmer up here than it is down on the field. A little chilly day for April.
If this is warm, I'd hate to be on the field.
It definitely is chillier down there.
All right, he's tossing some practice throws. He's looking pretty good here.
That's what you have to do. Just make sure your pitcher is ready to go and face Braden Bortnick, who has been great this season for Tri-C, of course, was injured, came back, and he picked up where he left off.
Yeah. What do you call that, the plant foot? The one he steps forward as he throws the ball. So you really want to make sure he's in good shape.
I would. And speaking of Bortnick, a .409 hitter on the year, 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 6 RBIs.
Let's keep our eye on Ross at first, see how much of a lead he's going to get here.
I'm going to guess a pretty sizable one, just given his speed. And there you go on your screen now. A really strong lead over at first, and they will throw right back. They're going to keep throwing all day at him.
Well, good base stealers will want to catch the pitcher's motion to the bag. And that's what he's doing right now.
And he is one of the best on this roster. Question is, does he go here? The answer is no, as the pitch is high.
It's not where Edison wants the pitch to be.
Anything around those letters, you're just asking for a line drive. Ground ball contact is your best friend today. At the same time, it could be your worst enemy if the turf is that wet. Throw back to 1, not in time. But they know that Jameer has an eye for stealing bases. 16 on the year entering play yesterday. And all of that in 18 games. So averaging around 1 stolen base a night.
And here he is, 1 foot on the artificial turf already. Way outside. Whoa.
Good take from Bortnick and a nice block behind the plate from Raker.
Raker saved the advancement of a base there.
At least 1.
Yeah.
This Tri-C team, they pride themselves on base running. When you talk to Coach Cap and Coach Karen, they both emphasize how important it is to be smart on the bases.
Opportunistic.
And that's how they have made a name for themselves over the past 2 years. Ross goes. The pitch is there for a strike. The throw's on the money. Will Ross beat it out? The answer is no. They got him.
That was a good throw.
To knock off Jameer Ross like that, it is impressive from Raker.
Now, Raker made a very strong throw down and put it in the exact right spot for the shortstop to apply the tag.
And we'll watch it back on the replay just to see exactly where the tag came in. You talk about using the turf like that, a one-hopper directly into the slide.
Yep.
It doesn't get better than that. And the situation now pretty much resets for Bortnick. Bases cleared, 1 down. But a 3-1 counts. Going back to it, Tri-C, they know they have to be smart on the bases. That's one that they kind of might look at next inning and say, we're not going to test it.
We'll see.
Only time will tell in that department. The 3-1 is there for strike 2, and we are full. Bortnick went a little too early that time.
Tried to coax the ball for a call. It didn't work.
For Atkins, you get the out here. You're sitting pretty. On paper, 2 up, 2 down as you're facing the 3-hitter. Payoff pitch, Bortnick, a fly ball sent into right field, and it is going to be caught in foul territory. An excellent job catching up to it for out number 2.
Shuttleworth made a very good play on that. Not a phenomenal play, but he had to go quite a distance and battle a little bit of wind as well, because I think the wind was pulling the ball to the right.
That was not pedestrian by any stretch of the imagination. So 2 up, 2 down on paper at least, and the ball, at least when a runner has gotten on, has not left the infield yet. And now here comes Nate Hill. And he will fake a bunt.
And he had a third baseman moving up on it, too.
I'm kind of surprised to see that movement. You're not expecting it. He's not the fastest guy on the roster. I think you could just kind of sit back and understand that could be a bait. We'll see if Edison decides to do that here. And they will. There is the 1-0 and a swing and a miss from Hill.
That was a nice low pitch.
You said it low, low, low. You got to keep it bottom half of the strike zone as much as you can. Into a hitter who now has 6 home runs on the year and batting .351. You know what's at stake. 2-1 count on Hill, and in the on-deck circle, it would turn to Vinny Gallagher. Plenty of damage could be done if Tri-C plays their cards right, but Edison looking to get out of the first inning with a tie ball game intact. The 2-1 Hill, a fly ball sent into center field, and it is going to be called off by the second baseman, and the side is retired. A nice job there by Edison. That is Starks coming out there to make the grab, and the inning is over. When we return, it is 4, 5, and 6 for Edison State, Raker, Duggar, and Ulmer.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
To the second inning we go in game number 1 of our doubleheader. No score on SmeeSports as you are watching college baseball. Going back to the last inning, John, you talked about Atkins keeping those pitches low. He did it quite well.
Tip of the hat to the guy. He got 2 fly balls, and he got caught stealing. So good defense for Edison in the bottom of the first inning.
Exactly what the doctor ordered after 2 rough games yesterday. He needed something to come out here and give you a confidence boost as here comes the 4, 5, and 6. But Elbert right back to work there, strike 1.
Guy made a nice, this is the catcher, made a nice a throw to second base to get an out to start the game for Edison.
And Raker wants to keep that momentum going here. The 0-1, beautiful break, but misses.
Good effort, though. Curveball outside, so he couldn't do anything with it.
Just one of those pitches that he knows he can get the chase. That time around, just didn't get it. Albert's 1-1 way inside and to the backstop. For Trobenter today, he has to be solid defensively, especially with runners on. He understands that. I'm sure he does. He has played in so many big games during his career. This is nothing new. The 2-1 is...
Must have been low.
low.
Sure was over the plate.
Placement was quite solid, and I thought he had just enough height there. In the end, they say no. Now a 3-1 count on the catcher. And now it's a grounder over towards short again. Bortnick, a nice pickup, and his throw to 1 is not in time. It's late. And the leadoff man is on just like that. And John, again, we have the luxury of replay, so let's run it back and see if he was safe or not.
I believe the umpire. The ball did not hit all that well, and shortstop had to go far to his right to make the play.
I thought he got in there. I thought he was safe just by a hair, but we'll see it on the replay, what happened exactly. Oh, yeah, he's safe.
Yeah. Gives Duggar an opportunity, that's for sure.
And for Duggar, the third baseman, this is where you can make an impact, and now he will show bunt as it is fouled back.
Sorry, Ryan Duggar, third baseman for the Edison Chargers.
You get the leadoff man on, it opens up the offense quite a lot.
It also forces Tri-C to be even more defensively aware where everything's going.
And going up against a 278 hitter who has 6 doubles on the year and 9 RBIs, you also have to think about his extra base hit threat, if that is the way he opts to go. And he will take strike 2. So Elbert getting right back to work, up in the count 0-2.
And he's happy about that, even though it was a high strike.
And now just needs to make sure that nothing goes wrong anywhere else. Elbert sets and delivers the 0-2 as it breaks inside. That's one of those pitches that, again, you have to make sure you do the little things. If that doesn't break at all, you're talking about 2 runners on, nobody out.
But good sign that he has a lot of confidence in that curveball. He's throwing it well to right-handers and left-handers.
And he needs to keep that confidence up here. Throw back to 1. It is not in time. Both pitchers, Elbert and Atkins, very aggressive, going towards first.
Albert's got a pretty good move going over there.
And in Edison's case, it worked out quite well as they held Ross on just enough to get him at second. Albert's 1-2, a rocket into left field, and it's going to fall just in front of Nash Dreger. So it's back-to-back runners on, this time a long base knock. And now you're looking at 2 runners on, no one down. And here comes Ulmer, the center fielder.
With a load of opportunity.
Do we see the bunt again?
We may well do that with no outs because you put 2 runners in scoring position and give 2 people a chance to come up with 2 RBIs with a single.
On the other hand, a 277 hitter with 5 RBIs, do you give him the chance to go out here and swing? Or is this, forget about who's in the box, you just want runners in scoring position?
We're about to find out.
And he's going to swing.
Swung away and had a good chop at it.
I don't know if you've seen this, at least locally, but small ball has grown a lot over the past couple of years.
Yeah, I think it's the Guardians' influence. I really do. From the top on down, you see more of it in the major leagues, at least in some teams. So,
and you go to Stark County, if you don't see a bunt laid down by both teams in a game, forget about it. That's not a real baseball game.
Yeah.
It happens so often. And now here comes the bunt attempt as it is fouled away.
Yeah. As you know, I'm a big follower of the Highland Hawks down in Holmes County, and they're a huge advocate of small ball.
I'll tell you what, a no-hitter against the Lions, at least through 4 at Canal Park, that was a really impressive outing from them. And to see all who they lost, too.
Yeah.
They're an impressive group, and I wouldn't be surprised if they become the first team ever to win 4 consecutive state titles. The 0-2 up and in.
That was a good pitch. Just a hair inside. Yeah, Highland does everything well. They've got excellent coaching staff there.
I mean, a bunch of the players have the same last name, a lot of family ties.
You could say a lot of Millers on that team.
Exactly.
He's going.
The 1-2, the pitch is inside. No, they're going to call it strike 3 after the fact. So it'll be the second strikeout today for Ethan Elbert on the late call.
And
but
a
that'll
stolen
split up
base.
the runners.
Yeah, and a stolen base.
So still a productive out for Ulmer, and that'll be number 2 today again for Ethan Elbert. Now, how creative do you get on the bases, and how willing are you to tempt Trobenter?
Well, Trobenter was smart. He did not throw to third, and he kept his eye on the runner at first. So he made a decision he couldn't get the guy at third, and he wanted to make sure it didn't affect a double steal. So that was a good call on his part.
So now Marcus O'Neill, the freshman from Troy Christian High School, I would assume right now is thinking take, and the runner takes off from first. a chance to drive in a pair. And they will throw back. But this is one of those that you could see that cutoff play from the second baseman or the shortstop, or you could just see a fake and throw down the third.
Or some type of trick play, some type of squeeze to get a run home.
Runner will stay put as the pitch is up and in. Bunt here, I would not say is off the table, but less likely.
Unlikely.
Just depends on how they want to try and set the tempo offensively. A big question for this team. They will actually show bunt, and they will foul it away. Never underestimate that small ball mentality.
Well, also, it's when you least expect it, right? So he's swinging away at the first pitch, bunting at the second.
And part of it is looking at the depth.
Yeah.
Brock Miller, he might be on Lorraine County with his depth over at third. And beyond that at first, Gallagher's holding him on, so that could be an awkward play to crash down from first. So this wouldn't be a bad spot if he does try it again. And they will throw back to first, not in time. Of course, a lot of it comes down to coaching, but if you were at third, how much would you buy in and read into the defensive set here when calling a bunt?
Edison is.
And this time they will not. Swing and a miss.
And now, of course, the bunt's off with 2 strikes.
Is this hit and run with a runner at first?
Could be.
I would like it because we have seen it executed so many times this season. You keep that ball on the ground, and from there, as long as it's not a double play, you're going to be on the board. But a 1-2 count.
Depends on how good of a contact O'Neill makes.
And it's a weak chopper right back up the middle. It's going to be Trobenter. His throw to 1 is on the money for out number 2. Again, it moves up the runner, but the runner at third stays put.
Oh, that was not what Edison wanted.
And for Trobenter, a nice job communicating with his pitcher. He had the better angle. That was the better play to make. He called him off, and to see his confidence grow the way it has over the past couple of games has been impressive.
Defense all the way around because Albert realized he would be covering home plate, and he was moving in that direction as well. So all the way around, Triceratops made a great defensive play there.
And you look at the rotation catching-wise, there have been so many guys behind the plate this year. Diddy, Nate Hill, Bryce Britton. Trobenter is that fourth guy, and he still calls the game quite well. You forget about this sometimes when you look at this season, but he is the reigning Division IV OHSAA Player of the Year.
Forgive me, where did he go to high school again? I'm sure you know.
Lake Catholic.
Oh, okay, there we are.
A state champion last year with the Cougars. A really good catcher for them as well. The 1-0, a sharp grounder foul.
Well, right now he's showing a lot of good skill out there.
And no surprise, he worked with a really good pitcher over at Lake Catholic, who's now at Ashland by the name of Pat Radigan.
Yeah, Radigan was sought after by quite a few schools.
You look at that recruiting class from Ashland, again, they went out and got some really good players from the local area. The 1-1, again, foul. You go back to the Cuyahoga Falls region, you go to CVCA and look at John Harabedian.
Yeah.
One of the big guys they got this offseason.
Yeah.
Also Andrew Karhoff from Hoban.
Yeah, Ashland's put together a very impressive D2 program.
No surprise given the track record of their head coach. And they're taking 2 tops after the season in Pat Farrell and Jackson Bowles, as there is strike 3. The side is retired, and Albert works out of the jam. That is how you get the job done. How about it for Ethan Albert? His 3rd strikeout of the day, and the inning is over. When we return, Gallagher, Miller, and Drieger due up for the tops.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field. Bottom of the second inning, no score as Tri-C's defense stands tall in the top of the second inning.
It sure does, and Ethan Elbert took Shuttleworth to school. Inside, then punched him out with that outside pitch. It was very well done. An excellent job of both pitching and catching in that sequence.
Trobenter's defense getting that second out, calling off Elbert. It was nicely done. It gives Tri-C's offense a chance again to open the scoring as it is Vinny Gallagher leading things off. A really strong bat as of late.
The pride of North Royalton.
That's Farrell.
That's a Farrell. That's right. That's
Gallagher, you have to go a little more towards the Michigan border and Oregon Clay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But a really good player for them a few years back, and they have some good talents now. Atkins is 0-1 on the outer edge.
So far, Atkins is doing pretty well.
Given the weather, this could become a pitcher's duel. But I do think once we see the first error, the floodgates are going to open in that regard.
Could.
All it takes is one as the 0-2 is high. But again, you look at the record discrepancy. Tri-C 23-13-1. Edison is 7-23. But the beauty of baseball is any given day, anything can happen. And I think we've seen it so many times this season as Gallagher on the 1-2 sends it into shallow right center field. And it is going to be caught for out number one. Nice job tracking it down.
We'd be remiss if we didn't point out that Carson Atkins seems to have no ill effects from that opening line drive that hit him on the left ankle. So
it was the wake-up call.
Yeah.
It was a weird game a few years back. I'm sure you remember when Kenston won the state title in 2023. They had a kid by the name of Georgiou on the mound against Holy Name in round 2. He got hit by a line drive sent towards his face. He got back up, and I don't think Holy Name had to hit the rest of the night.
Wow.
At that point, it was Holy Name winning, and then they got run ruled.
And now we got Brock Miller at the plate.
Brock Miller, you called Didi Farrell the pride of North Royalton. He might be the pride of Lorain County. 2-time player of the year in the county over. The 0-1, wave and a miss. And that was the weird thing on Tuesday night. So many guys from Midview, Keystone, and Brock's case playing against their home county.
Yeah. And did quite well.
Especially Miller getting the walk-off winner in the bottom of the 6th for the run rule. And that inning just showed what Tri-C baseball is all about. Putting it together, plating 10, and again, it started with Jameer Ross setting the tempo, getting a sneaker to get on base, and from there he did his thing. And that's the difference right now. Edison, they shut him down. Count out 2-2 on Miller, and in the on-deck circle it is Nash Dreger. You look at the order for Tri-C, it's not top-heavy, it's not bottom-heavy. It is maybe the most balanced lineup in the conference. The 2-2 Miller, a hard grounder deep over towards short. The throw to one is in time. They got him for out number 2.
Shortstop made a very nice play there, moving to his right.
That was Shannon over there. No surprise to see the first team All-Region and OCCAC player from last year make a play like that.
Yeah.
And now that'll bring up Nash Dreger, one of 6 Canadians on the roster. Somehow we have a third of them up here in the box, I believe. Do we have at least 2? Is it just 2?
At least 2.
All right, there we go. We got Co and we got Jack up here. Had to make sure I didn't leave anybody out as there is, I believe, ball 1 as he pulled back. But Nash Dreger, he has been such a speedy guy on the bases this season. A difference maker for Tri-C. You look at the speed of the left side of the outfield, including center, Dreger and Jameer Ross. I don't know the 40 times, but they'd probably be in the top 5 for wide receivers in the NFL Combine.
It could be.
Could be number 1 for all we know. Now I want to get those measurements. I really do. The 2-0, Dreger waves and misses.
Well, the good news is they cover a lot of territory.
And that's huge off to that side. And Didi Farrell out and right, he can cover quite a bit as well.
You don't get too many doubles against the Triceratops.
And if you do, it means you perfectly place the ball. 2-1, Dreger. Speaking of perfect placement, it's in the gap in right center field.
He's looking for 2.
And he's going to cruise on in there. Could he be thinking 3? The answer is no. He'll stop with a double. And Tri-C will definitely take that. And now Zaylen Yanma has a chance for redemption at the plate against the Chargers. We'll watch it back on the replay. We were talking about perfect placement there. He heard us and he answered the call.
We were just talking about doubles, weren't we?
And he got one there. A lot of it was just his speed.
Yeah. Well, he put the ball in the right place, too. He gapped it.
So a chance for Zaylen Yanmaz to put Tri-C up by 1 in the bottom of the second inning. Had a rough day at the office yesterday, but a chance to make amends here. And a single most likely gets the job done. Or that could help, as it is a pass ball.
No throw.
Off the
No
side.
throw. He's not even going to try.
That's one you just have to eat as a catcher. And now Nash Streeter stands at third. And Coach Cap loving it over there.
It gives him more options to get that runner in from third base.
And you have to think about it as well. A pass ball, it's 1-0. A lot of pressure on
Sacrifice
Atkins.
fly, all kind of ways to get that run home.
And a nice pick there from Raker. You have to be careful here. And after him, it goes to Diddy Farrell, then A.J. Trebenser.
Yeah, Raker's on like double red alert behind the plate right now.
As a catcher, this is where you absolutely know that nothing, and I mean nothing, can get by. Even off to the side against a runner like Dreger,
Yep.
It's going to be 1-0. Here's the 2-0. Yanmaz waves and misses. A lot of whiffs today on the first swing. And for Atkins, that's where he wants to live. He wants to limit the swings. But Tri-C, when they get aggressive, they're going to find some good hits, as we saw from Dreger. Both teams so far with a pair of hits. Atkins, the 2-1. Yanmaz again waves and misses. Both teams, a lot of pressure to deal with in the second inning.
Yeah, after those first two errant pitches, Atkins has settled down and thrown some quality strikes here.
For Yanmaz, barrel to ball. Get the ball down on the ground and through. It's 1-0. Of course, easier said than done. Atkins, the 2-2, and Yanmaz waves and misses. The side is retired. How about it for Carson Atkins? His first punch out of the day gets out of a jam.
Sure was the right time for it.
Edison, a strong offensive showing in the top of the second inning. They want to keep it going with some momentum in hand. 9-1-2 due up when we return.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to all of our advertisers, along with Tri-C Athletics, for making today's telecast possible. And as we return, top of the third inning, an interesting contest so far. No score, 4 combined hits. Some power, but otherwise the pitchers, they have really done a nice job keeping these hitters in check.
When they've had to make a strong pitch, they've done it. That was very impressive how Atkins got out of trouble there.
And even Ethan Elbert, the pressure that he had, a lot of it came from his defense doing what they did. But 9-1-2 here, it's going to be Stark, Shannon, and Clark. A tough spot for Elbert to be in, but he is right back to his best. 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. That's what he brings to the table. He is one of the better strikeout pitchers on this roster.
Every hitting coach says you got to get that number 9 hitter. And he's doing a good job of it.
He's listening. A lot of times you look at Tri-C's roster, even with Trebencher at the bottom, you have a pseudo number 1 at the bottom because they know it brings back to the top of the order, and from there you bring up your true number 1. The 0-2, it will miss in the dirt, but I don't hate that pitch.
He came inside again, thinking maybe he'd get him to swing.
A lot of times my issue with pitchers trying to work inside is control. But Albert so far, pretty good in that department and has to keep it that way. Of course, with the rain, and if it's going to keep drizzling the rest of the day, the ball is going to get slippery.
Every pitch has been in front of Tormento so far today.
The 1-2, that one is right over the plate and right down Broadway. It is 1 up, 1 down.
I don't know if Trebender called for that, but this guy's got a penchant when 2 strikes against a right-handed batter to go to that outside corner.
And we go back to the top of the order with Parker Shannon, the shortstop, who struck out his first time up. Albert looking to double it up on arguably the best hitter on Edison State's roster and arguably a top 10, a top 5 guy hitting in the conference.
Yeah, I think he's got a 388 average coming into today.
Could easily have that. Had 98 entering play yesterday, so that sounds about right.
Nice hook on the outside corner.
And right now for Ethan Albert, I'm sure part of it's helped out by Trebenter's framing, but he has had a really good K to ball ratio, and he just keeps it going.
Beautiful.
Again, you talk about him, if he can get to the bottom of this, go around, and still be pitching like this, you're in a great spot going forward. Here's the 0-2, and Shannon, a liner into left and down for a 1-out base knock. That's why you cannot give him anything to work with in the batter's box.
That one was too much in the heart of the plate, and also Shannon timed it perfectly.
Couldn't have asked for anything more from your leadoff hitter, and in this case, your number 2 hitter in the inning. Once again, you go back to last season, first team in not just the conference, but the region. And you talk about Region 12, it's Michigan, 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 coupled Ohio. And I mean, even the man at first base, he was initially committed to a college in Michigan.
Yep. Now we see what the lefty Clark's going to try to do with the runner at first.
And, of course, the goal here is moving him along. But I think for the batter that he is, it becomes a lot more than just simply going station to station. And, again, it's a first pitch strike. Sometimes you have a guy who's been struggling lately. That's when you lay down the bunt or just say, get a piece of it. Here you're saying, put it in the gap and let's bring in a run.
Yeah. There is no evidence of a bunt. None at all here.
The 0-1, a chopper over towards first. This could be trouble. A tough play to make from second, and Yanmaz doesn't get it.
Very slow hit. Slowly hit ball, and again, in an awful spot for the Triceratops defense.
The dribbler pays dividends for the Chargers, and again, they have 2 on, 1 down this time. But back-to-back nice pieces of hitting, 1 power, 1 precision. And Zalen Yanmaz, he played it the right way over at second. You cannot ask him to do anything more than that. It's just the throw was wide, and in the end, the route he took to it wasn't the best. You have to keep that in mind. Route, especially with this weather, is key. 1 awkward hop, and you're thrown off your game. A 1 count here on Runyon.
Yeah, we'll see what the designated hitter can do here.
Anything but a double play in his mind. But again, it's an 0-2 count. And my question is, just seeing how they hit with 2 strikes, why aren't they more aggressive?
Earlier in the count, you'd think they'd be more aggressive, but
it's
they're not.
It's a glaring issue right now.
Yeah.
A lot of the great teams that we saw with Leo Sonesson on Tuesday, a great hitter for Lorraine. Why not be aggressive? The 0-2, and again, he gets piece of it with the 0-2, has a chance to beat it out, and in the end, he won't, but he moves the runners along. But going back to my question, why not earlier?
That was not a swinging bunt, but the effect of it was the same. He advanced both runners, but there are 2 down.
Same exact spot that Albert was in last inning, but now it's Raker stepping in, who singled his first time up.
And he'd love to do it again right now. That'd be a two-run single if he could.
At least 1. Again, you have to look at the outfield, just knowing who's out there on the arms. Far from a guarantee. But Edison looking for an early lead on the road in Parma. And again, it's a first pitch strike, taking it.
Some dancing by the base runner over there at third base.
For Trebenter, you just have to ignore the music at third. Now, if he breaks on when we're doing a squeeze play, somebody has to call that out immediately. And we've seen the squeeze play work in the past.
Well, Tri-C's coaches are looking at it.
And instead, it's a good piece into left field. 1 run at least will score. They will hold the other runner. It's an RBI single.
He's caught.
And now he's going to go to second, and they got him. The side is retired. An excellent play to limit the damage to 1. It'll still be an RBI single for Raker. But Edison, they nearly brought in a second.
Raker ran Edison out of that inning.
He definitely
delivered
did.
a base hit and then did a base running mistake.
Double-edged sword there, but in the middle of the third inning, it's the Chargers on top 1-0 on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Farrell, Trobenter, and Ross do up in the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 your score. Edison State on top of Tri-C as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, John Kersey. We talked about it off air earlier, John, but if you'd have told me it's a Sunday in October, with the exception of the Browns not losing today, it feels like an NFL Sunday.
It sure does weather-wise. Like I said, at the bottom of the last inning, that was a bad base running mistake by Tyler Raker. Kudos to him for a solid base hit to left field. But if you just stopped at first, you got runners at first and third, so you have all kind of other opportunities for the next batter in the lineup. Instead, he tried to stretch it to second and basically ran Edison out of the inning.
You and I both understand, of course, he was trying to get the runner home, but either A, you force the rundown by not sliding, as
nice
Farrell
hit.
pushes one into center field. But going back to it, it's either A, you try and force a rundown, or B, you just hold up and wait for them to throw home. Again, if you were trying to execute that as a pickle play, terrible. No other way to put it.
Well, Tri-C's defense is way too good for that, but that's just my personal opinion. Hey, we got a hit from our man, Diddy Farrows at first base. How about that?
And a beautiful drive as he was hyping up his team on his way to first, but now it is the Division IV Player of the Year in the OHSAA from a season ago, A.J. Trobenter stepping in. Trying to keep this Tri-C offense rolling as they look to tie this game up. And that first pitch is way outside. Of course, if you are Edison State, you are reminded of what he did yesterday. 3 hits. He had 1 entering play yesterday. He tripled his tally. And he wants to keep it going.
Well, they weren't pitching outside because of a stolen base attempt, that's for sure.
The 1-0 again, wide for ball 2.
Wow.
I don't think they're pitching away from him, but it really looks like it on the surface.
Yeah, this is the first bad misses I've seen from Atkins so far.
And again, my question is it somewhat intentional? We'll see here. If it's the same spot, it definitely has to be. Pause with a 2-0, and again, it's just wide. I think part of it's Raker's setup.
Yeah, not as wide as the first ones, but it's still at least 3 or 4 inches off the plate there. Maybe they think he's going to swing at something, bad, being overly eager, but he's not that kind of player.
And again, you look at the setup here. Finally kind of brings it more inside, but he slides out. That pitch is over the plate, but that's the issue right there for Raker. He slides out when he gets set, and it's a wide target. That's what I'm at least seeing from that one. You have to set up more over the plate or somewhere that's not that far out.
Let's see where he sets up this time.
Runner goes on the 3-1. It's wide for ball 4. And that'll put Trobenter on. And again, that one looked like the first 3. But A.J. Trobenter will take his base. He will definitely take it. And Jameer Ross, a chance for redemption in his second go-around. He singled his first time up, but was caught stealing, gunning for second.
You get the feeling that the Triceratops are about to make an offensive statement here in this inning.
And a lot of it starts with Jameer Ross. A strong swing. We know what he brings to the table. The question is, does he bring it here, and do we see a bunt?
Third baseman thinks so.
So does first. And instead, it's a ball in the dirt.
Atkins might be losing his control here.
No action right now in the pen, but I wouldn't be surprised if that changes very soon. It just depends on how you want to play this one with 2 runners on, no one down, up by 1, hanging on. And here is the bunt pulled back for strike one. And I think everybody on Edison's roster knew that was going to be a tough out if he got it down. It's not like most bunts where, hey, it's somebody on the slower side or medium speed. No, that is maybe the fastest guy on this roster that you have to beat out. Sorry, Cohen.
Almost looked like he was just showing it rather than bunting it.
And now the 1-1, he will offer again, and it's to the backstop. Excellent gamesmanship from Tri-C, and that'll put 2 runners in scoring position.
You know, there's so many things that happen when you show bunt. There's one of them right there. It makes it harder for the catcher to handle an errant throw.
At the same time, you're just expecting a ball in the glove or foul back or something along those lines. In the end, as you said, way past him.
Yeah, Raiders in a tough spot right now behind the plate.
After Ross, it turns to Bortnick, then Hill. It does not get any easier from here. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Jameer Ross looking to give Tri-C the lead. A chopper over towards third. They will play at home, and they will easily get him. So a productive out there to an extent, but nicely played all the way around by Edison.
Yeah, sadly that goes into the record books as a fielder's choice, but it really was a pretty good play there from Duger at third base, going straight home and getting the out.
So 1 down, as that'll bring up Braden Bortnick, the shortstop, 0 for 1 today with a fly out to right. Of course, double play ball now is on. Ground ball, it has to be away from the middle.
It has to be sharply hit, too, on a day like today.
And Bortnick, a drive deep to left field, plenty of carry. It's going to be caught for out number 2, but that'll bring in the tying run. Trobent are able to score, and that'll tie it up. 1-all your score.
Great fly ball.
Exactly what the doctor ordered there for Tri-C's offense. And here it is on the replay to track it down as well. It was an excellent pop.
This gives Hill a chance as well, since there's still a runner on first.
And Trobenter just cruised on in. In the meantime, throwback not in time, as it is Jameer Ross over at first.
One good thing about Ross, he's always the focus of the pitcher here.
And that could give Nate Hill a pitch that he can definitely destroy. Runner goes. Hill gets way too much underneath it as this ball is sent out into center. And it's going to really carry with the wind. An awkward move with the side is retired. A nice job catching up to it. And that'll keep it a tie game entering the 4th inning. But Tri-C, courtesy of Bortnick's sac fly, ties it up. And we head to a new inning, new game, so to speak, at about the halfway point. A good one here in game number 1 at the Mott.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
5, 6, and 7 due up for Edison State in the top of the 4th inning. We got a good one on hand in game number 1 of our doubleheader today. 1-1 your score. A quick one as well, as the time locally is 1:52. So nearly an hour in, and the honors still are even. But right now for Edison State, you go back to last inning. You take the lead on an RBI single from your catcher. He gets thrown out going to second base. Then Tri-C responds, ties it up. What's the mentality here?
Edison's got to be thinking we can continue to get after this guy, but let's see what happens.
They have 5 hits. Tri-C right now has 3. And leading it off here, it is going to be Duggar. And again, Ethan Albert, a first pitch strike.
He is living on that outside corner against the right-handed batters.
He knows how to find a first pitch strike, and a lot of programs, they preach it, and they really should. It's a great way to get an early jump. And this time it is sent into right field. Farrell is there for Tri-C, and he is going to make the grab for out number 1.
Again, we're seeing the flag is not moving, but the way the ball seems to be responding, it seems to be pushing things a little bit over to the right side of the field. By the way, that second pitch was just about identical placement to the first. I really want to tell Alberts, I think, is doing a great job with his placement, and Tromento's doing a good job with how he's setting up for the pitches.
Talk about placement on a swing. It's fair game at this point. The way that ball is moving, as you said, the flag still, but there is something out there. Why not one more first pitch strike, though?
Very impressed by this guy right now.
Ulmer so far today, 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Albert so far today on his end, 4 punch-outs. And the 0-1 is fouled back.
And we don't have one of those fancy-dancy computers, Nate, but I would venture that about 80% of the time, Albert's first pitch has been a strike.
At least. Both pitchers combined today, they've allowed 8 hits, 2 runs, and 1 walk. It's impressive. The 0-2, just missing, but a competitive pitch nonetheless.
Putting it near that outside corner.
And a strikeout game, 5 combined. So, again, impressive numbers. The 1-2 breaks in beautifully.
Oh, wow.
There is out number 2.
Outside corner, outside corner, outside corner. Then you bring it inside.
Ethan Albert now with 5 punchies on the afternoon. And that'll bring up Marcus O'Neill, the left fielder. A ground out to Trobenter his first time up. Pretty much, again, going back to that play, it was the epitome of good communication.
Absolutely.
And we'll watch it back here on the replay. The way that ball moved, nearly unhittable. They're going to check. Did he go? No.
Kind of funny, we have some Tri-C players up here in the press box, and they're saying, check him, check him.
Nothing new. A 1-0 count here on O'Neill. And there is strike 1.
Nice.
Very rarely have we seen a 2-0 count from Albert today, if at all.
And I don't think we've seen a 3-0 count at all.
No.
Yeah.
Nowhere close to it. Albert's 1-1. Again there for a strike.
Outside corner. In fact, I don't think we've seen a walk yet today. On either side.
1 walk, and that was pretty much the pseudo 4 pitch outs to Trobenter.
Yeah.
But a 1-2 count on O'Neill. Albert looking to go back-to-back in the strikeout department to bring back up Gallagher, Miller, and Drieger in the bottom of the inning.
Yeah, that one certainly qualified as the strangest at-bat of this game, that to Trobenter.
Albert's 1-2. Left high.
It was over, but just up a bit.
Competitive again. And you talk on a day like this, those high pitches, you would think that is what they want to attack opposed to low swings. But it has been the opposite. One more try for Albert. This time he gets the job done and the side is retired.
Another K.
Ethan Albert and Fuego. 6 punch-outs on the afternoon. And he is fired up going back to the dugouts. David Moore's let him know as well. So is Trobenter. Middle of 4 at Ron Mottl Field. 1-1 your score. And it's 4, 5, and 6. Due up when we return.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field. A lot of great things happening here around Tri-C West campus, and one of the big things we'll talk about in between innings, as stay with us after the end of this half inning. So heading into the top of the 5th, Griffin Ola, the new and, well, the first SID in Tri-C history, will be with us to talk about his new role at Tri-C and his plan for the future media-wise of the athletics department.
Congratulations, Griffith. So excited for you.
And looking at all the athletics around Tri-C, it's good that there's an actual SID in place now. And even if you look at the website, some of the snippets that we have on the players, it's really impressive to see what he's gathered so far in 2 weeks on the job. I believe April 13th, he said, was his first day. So less than 2 weeks right now. 2 weeks will be on Monday. Gallagher on the 1-0, flies it foul.
Had a good cut at it.
It's Gallagher, Miller, and Dreger 4, 5, and 6 this inning for Tri-C. A 1-1 game, so a very competitive first half to our doubleheader. Maybe more competitive than we both thought. The 1-1 fouled away. My question is, how long can both pitchers go? We talked about Elbert getting into maybe the 6th inning. Right now, I think they need him to go a little bit more than that unless the Tri-C offense figures it out and puts a couple on the board.
Well, the surprise of this game, in my mind, has been Carson Atkins.
And he continues it here. There is strike 3. 1 up, 1 down. His second strikeout of the afternoon. And now they'll bring up Brock Miller. Impressive, it really is. Looking at how this game started for him, too. After that pseudo leadoff single for Jameer Ross, he has allowed 2 base knocks.
And what, 3 hits total?
3 hits total,
Yeah.
and that was the first one.
Yeah.
And besides, they were able to erase Jameer from the bases quite easily. So 1 down now for Brock Miller as he takes ball 1. And as well, during the break, we'll try to get a score update from Lakeland and Bryanton Stratton. This game very important for Bryanton Stratton and for Tri-C in regards to the top of the conference. The 1-0, swing and a miss. There's somebody honking in right field. Doesn't happen too often. I really have not heard that in my time covering Tri-C.
Maybe an aunt or an uncle driving by.
Never know. Atkins is 1-1, up and in. As well, speaking of your Berlin Highland Hawks, as we mentioned them earlier, they got a good win today, 6-2 over Hoban.
They're doing great.
No surprise.
They will play up. They'll play Division 4, Division 3 teams.
And albeit the game won't count anymore, but they played Division 3 Alliance, and they were silencing a really strong offense.
Yeah.
It's weird. Alliance is 10-3 on the year. They're averaging around 7 runs per game. In 2 games, so pretty much 11 innings at Canal Park because the one was canceled, 2 hits, 1 run. They just couldn't hit there. The 3-1, though, high for ball 4, and Miller will reach. So now Nash Dreger will step in for a Tri-C, a chance to do some damage again. The last time we saw him, he had a big double for the Tops. But a very important spot in the game right now for Tri-C. A chance to make some amends, and from there, when in Rome, do some damage. But 1 down, that is the key thing to look at right now. But Nash Dreger, the man of the hour. And he will send it foul. Looking ahead to the top of the 5th inning for Edison. It'll be Shuttleworth, Starks, and Shannon. 8, 9, and 1 are due up.
I like this guy's stance. You can just see he's going to put his whole body into the ball when he swings.
The 0-1 swing and a miss, and everything was there. The throw back to first is close, but not in time. A good response from Miller to get back there, but he was really tempting fate that time.
He was a little bit further off than he should have been.
And again, at the end of the day, you look at what Tri-C has done. They're being out-hit right now, 5-3. But they do have the 2 walks, as there is strike 3 looking. Just nicks the inside edge for out number 2.
Impressive piece of pitching from Atkins right there.
2 strikeouts this inning, now 3 on the day. And here comes Zalen Yanmez. Yanmez right now looking for redemption. 0 for 1 today with a strikeouts. Again, for those just tuning in, a pitcher's duel thus far. 1-1 your score in the bottom of the 4th inning. Not where I expected us to be. Especially based on yesterday. Kind of what we saw from that. Just, this is out of the ordinary.
What was the score in the second game yesterday?
13-5.
Yeah, so the team that scored 28 runs in 2 games against this team has scored 1 so far in today's game.
Yanmez fouls it off.
Now, you would expect more than that.
And you are going to need to, it might not even be here, but in game number 2. Of course, right now the goal is just to keep winning. As long as Brian Stratton's winning, which the pressure is off of them after today. They have 4 conference games left to go, and they're all Tri-C, so basically they control their own destiny. But that pitch, it is to the backstop. Miller now in scoring position, and he will stop at second.
He was thinking about going on. He made a nice turn there and looked at it, but
He made the right call to stay put, though.
yeah, the catcher was close enough to it.
But now in scoring position and a better chance for Yanmaz. Of course, you put this ball in the outfield, you need Miller to come around to score.
You not only need a base hit, you need a well-placed base hit right now.
Especially against a strong defense. And they will throw back. If somebody was closer, that could have been a really big play. But, again, you look at the setup, way too far away.
That wasn't a true pickoff. That was we just want to keep him close type of a pickoff.
Remind him of who you are.
Yeah.
And I like those plays. You have to keep the runner honest whatever way you can.
He's got a good lead.
The 1-1, Yanmaz will take strike 2. One more strikeout. It is a strikeout the side kind of inning for Atkins.
Working around the walk.
We have not seen that today. That'd be an obscure inning. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and that's all.
Yeah.
Usually there's something else in there, but this time not so far. A 1-2 count. And Atkins will just miss. Again, I like what both pitchers have done today with 2 strikes. We haven't seen too many throwaway pitches, no high airmail or anything like that. Competitive misses.
And in tough situations.
Just like this one.
Yeah.
Count 2-2 on Yanmaz. Tri-C looking to take the lead. And this ball is going to skip away from Raker behind the plates. Miller now stands at third. A lot of pressure right now on Raker to keep this one close on a full count. If you're Atkins on the mound, where do you go?
Punch out. I wouldn't trust your defense, that's for sure.
Location.
High fastball.
High fastball. We'll see if that's what he brings.
High and outside.
Here's the payoff pitch. He does bring it. Yanmaz, a grounder over towards second. Edison State's throw to 1 on the money. And it will stay 1-1 heading into the 5th. An excellent response from this defense. Again, backs against the wall. But that man on your screen, number 24, he is the heartbeat of Edison State right now, keeping it 1-1. But as we toss it back down to the field here, in one moment we're going to be with Griffin Ola, the new SID here at Tri-C. So, John, I'm going to have you sub out for a second. We're going to sub in a pitch runner, so to speak.
There you go.
And now we are ready to go. Griffin, good to be with you.
Good to be here.
First of all, welcome to Tri-C, the first SID in history, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are not mistaken. First one here, so kind of building out everything, getting it all set up and ready to go.
Looking at the first couple of weeks in the job so far, what have you noticed as, of course, in your blog post that you wrote about this? This was kind of a long time in the making.
Yes, a little backstory on me, previous SID experience at some Division I schools and things like that, but been out of it for a while, so a lot of it is kind of knocking the rust off, so to speak, getting used to covering sports again, getting used to going over, getting to know all the teams, all the programs, getting everything in there.
And of course, we have seen you quite a lot at baseball, and a lot of that is photography. How has that influenced it? As of course, we see your cover photos and a lot of great work with that as you're covering, if you saw last year, maybe the story of the summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's hard always to follow a big story like that. It was, I believe, 36 or 38 in a row.
40, I believe it was.
41. Okay. Well, I undersold it. So, but it's a lot of fun getting into being able to see that, capturing all those moments and hopefully improving the coverage in case we go on 42 this year. Unlikely, but
yeah.
We'll
And with
see.
that in mind, of course, a lot of things can be done here. What is your overall vision? Of course, it's still early on. You're 12
It
days
is,
in,
yes.
but what's your overall vision for the future of Tri-C Athletics?
Right. I mean, overall vision of the athletics is a much bigger pay grade story than from me, at least. That's going to be something that our athletic director would be able to go over and everything. But for me, it's just kind of getting coverage for everything, getting us all introduced to all the athletes, getting to know all the stories going on behind the scenes, things that you know.
And a lot of that has been from what we've seen on the website so far, what has gone into that of tracking down stories that you really wouldn't find from anywhere else, such as Brock Miller's case, where I believe he said one of his favorite foods, or his favorite food is whatever his mom cooks.
Yes, you can never go wrong with mom's home cooking. Always a good deal there. For stuff like that, it's really just asking the athletes. We have them fill out a little questionnaire when they come in so that they get a feel for some of that information, some high school stats, stuff like that. But a lot of it is just getting to know people, getting to know the stories going on behind it, their reason for being here, what they're trying to get out of being in Tri-C athletics, and Tri-C as a whole.
Going to a more personal level, you have been involved with being an SID at the Division I level, but also from a blog perspective. Can you talk us through your blog?
Yeah, so I wrote a blog called SmeeSports. It was something that I did when I was out of being in sports information to try to stay, involved in the area, keep up the writing skills, getting used to trying to try different formats of content, things like that. So a lot of it was focused on college football, which I worked in a lot in Division I, but obviously Tri-C, we don't have that here, so it's kind of fun getting to go off of that into some other sports. Love baseball, love softball, volleyball, basketball. I mean, everything that we have here, high quality athletics, high quality players, great people. It's just a lot of fun to get to expand that coverage away from one sport to a bunch of great ones.
Last question for you. How has the sleep schedule been, as you've had a lot of late nights so far?
Yes, a lot of late nights. It's been an adjustment, but we're getting in there. We'll get to midseason form by the time the season ends.
Griffin, thank you so much for your time, and welcome to Tri-C. Looking forward to working with you.
Here. Looking forward to working with you as well.
And now we'll make our pinch back to John Kersey. Of course, John, from a journalism perspective, how do you think that interview went?
On a scale of 1 to 10, about 11.
I like it. I like the confidence and the vote of confidence from you, John. So back to the action we go. An unfortunate drop there from Albert with now a runner at first. A lot of damage could be done here from Edison State's standpoint.
That is the rarest thing you ever see in a scorebook. E1 on a fly ball.
Rarely
on a
happens.
pop-up. Yeah.
And Starks, he is quickly down in the count 0-2. But how do you shake it off here?
By an excellent pitching, just as he's doing right now.
6 strikeouts of the day, trying to make it 7, but he will have to wait as he will chop it away.
His pattern is consistent. Outside corner, then he brought it in on the guy.
And it's not necessarily the same exact thing, but I'm sure you've seen some of what Trevor Bauer has been posting on social media, and a lot of emphasis is pitch tunneling.
Yeah.
It's not the same, but if you make a setup pitch work the right way where you attack inside and then bring it out, it works. And we see it a lot of times with Mason Miller. If you've seen some of the overlays of his pitches, they're both going the same way. One goes exactly where you think it's going to go. The other, nope, it's in the dirt, and you make somebody look silly. But going back to Mason Miller, have you seen what he's been doing this season?
I've not.
One of the best starts in baseball history, I believe. 32 innings-ish right now of scoreless work.
Wow.
35.
What's the record, 43, 44?
Something crazy, but
yeah.
You look at as well his introduction. We've seen Narco with Edwin Diaz as of late. John Duran having his own song, but it's going to be Blind from Korn, and I think you saw it as well. They give him a little care package. They're loving it. It's a rite of passage for closers, in my opinion, to have one of those really big walkouts. We saw it with Mariano Rivera back in the day, Enter Sandman, which I don't know if you top it, but still, pitching is in a good spot right now. And Albert wants to be in a good spot here.
Starks is not in a good spot.
The 0-2 is high. Now slightly better.
Yeah.
Next inning, though, for Tri-C, it is going to be Farrell, Trobenter, and Ross. So bottom 2, then back to the top we go. The 1-2, a good grounder over towards short. There's 6, there's 4, and there is 3. 2 down.
That
exactly
was what the doctor ordered.
Yeah.
The beauty of that was it was sharply hit. It was hit right to the shortstop. He made a terrific play over there and got the ball going. Bertwick got it in and out of his glove very quickly, and that made the turn at first possible.
Bortnick, Yanmaz, Gallagher.
Yeah.
Poetry in motion right there.
Yeah, Bortwick.
Beautiful pick by the end of it.
And we go from no out to 2 outs and cleared bases.
I mentioned it earlier today, which, of course, you could bring on Vinny Gallagher as a pitcher in any game. You don't today just to keep him at first base defensively.
Paid off right there.
it's not often we talk about a first baseman defensively the way we talk about Gallagher, but it's worth it just seeing what he can do as this ball is sent into right field. Farrell looking to track it down, and in the end, it is going to drop.
This is the beginning of the third time around for the Chargers, so let's see how our pitcher responds to seeing people elbow for the third time today.
Right now, some guys standing in the bullpen. No real action yet. And same on Edison's side. They do have one guy in there, but not really moving as of right now.
Both pitchers' efforts have been impressive.
The 1-1 breaks in and fouled away. But for Ethan Albert, you want some run support, and you really need it. Trying to make up for the error, which, to be fair, already has been atoned for. Now looking for a massive strikeout to get out of the inning. Albert's 1-2 in the dirt, and a nice block from Trobenter.
The beauty of that, even though it was in the dirt, was the placement on that outside edge.
And you know, even if that ball is going to be in the dirt, he swings, you throw down to first, you make it happen, drop third, and you go to the bottom of the fifth. Now the 2-2, a good drive and through into left field. It's a 2-out base knock for Edison State.
That's his second hit today.
An excellent day at the office again for Parker Shannon. Last year, 4 hits, 4 RBIs against Tri-C. Halfway to the hit tally.
And that'll bring the lefty Clark up with 2 down.
And Clark, last time we saw him, he also got a base knock.
Must be a bad ball.
Of course, that's going to happen in the rain. You're going to have a lot of rotation. We saw with Holy Name and Shaker last week where we saw it quite often. Ball not good, throw it away, get a new one, dry it off, and bring it back into the mix.
Harder to get a grip in the rain.
One of the most difficult things to do as that ball is through into right field. An excellent swing from Clark. Farrell able to pick it up in right, and that'll put runners at the corners. How about that for Edison State? Again, it's back-to-back hits at the top of their order. And now Cade Runyon, a chance to give them the lead back.
They're in business right now, and those last 2 hits have been solid.
And looking at the bullpen again, I wouldn't be surprised if action gets a little more
Yeah, it's time for a visit to the mound here.
And Coach K will go and settle down his pitcher. Once again, stick with us for game number 2 coming up at around 3:30-ish. But, of course, with these doubleheaders, you never know exactly what time it's going to start. Basically, the rule of thumb, once you go and look at the 30-minute mark after game number 1 is done, that is when you are going to go and say, hey, we're going to start around this time, be ready.
You use the right phrase, settle down. There's no action in the Triceratops bullpen.
And again, during this break, we want to thank all of our sponsors along with Tri-C for helping to make today's telecast possible. But going to the offense, what needs to change for them in the bottom of the 5th inning? Of course, right now, a little far-sighted as you're not guaranteed to get out of this inning.
Well, begins with the leadoff batter. Get that person on and see what you can do from there.
It'll be Diddy Farrell, A.J. Trobenter, and Jameer Ross. Yeah. The last time we saw that 1-2-3 punch, they did score. But again, the last time that Edison State had Shannon and Clark single back-to-back, they also scored. This time, it's a pop-up off towards the right side. It's Gallagher in foul territory, and he will make the grab to retire the side. Again, that is why you keep him in the game defensively at first.
Yeah, that might have been the most important pitch of the game right there to get a pop-up. By the way, it's always impressive. The Triceratops are coming out of the dugout, and they're shaking Albert's hand, letting him know how much they appreciate his good work right now.
And I'm sure they appreciate Gallagher just as much. Middle of 5 at Ron Mottl. 1-1 your score. Honors even. And when we return, it's Farrell, it's Trobenter, and it is Jameer Ross.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Diddy Farrell leads things off in the bottom of the fifth inning for Tri-C. 1-1 your score as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, John Kersey. Well, John, I think it's time that we go and try to get an update from Brian and Stratton.
You keep doing that. I just want to make a little plug here, folks. If you're not sponsoring SmeeSports, you ought to. They're doing local video broadcast of high school and college athletics here in Northeast Ohio.
Not to interrupt you, Lakeland's up 10-3 in the top of the fifth.
You can interrupt me for that.
Whoa!
That is great news.
Holy!
I wonder if they know that down in the Tri-C dugout. If not, they do now.
How?
10 runs is 10 runs.
I'm stunned.
Yeah.
The 1-0 there for strike one, and even more so, this is where Tri-C has to strike. You win this game, you're up by one in the conference.
Yeah. You know, Diddy made a great play on that foul ball in foul territory at the end of the inning. So at top of the inning, let's see if he can come through with the hit right here and get the offense going.
He did last time. And he swings right through on the inside pitch. But it's so good to see him back in the lineup. I mean, he got injured robbing a home run after all. He's a warrior.
And a half.
And he'll be a great Ashland Eagle in the next couple of years. Can we go back to their recruiting?
Yeah,
you get Jackson Bowles and Diddy Farrell from Tri-C. Ooh, impressive.
Well, they knew who they're getting in Jackson Bowles.
The 1-2 is in the dirt. Then again, JB is getting the rest today.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's in Ashland's backyard basically when he was in high school. So, you know, they knew him. But Diddy's going to be a good plus for them too.
So it goes Golden Eagle to top to Eagle.
That's right.
And I don't even know what the middle school was in Glen Oaks District.
It's probably Eagle something, yeah.
Probably. The 2-2, Farrell fouls it away. This is where we need Bryce Fisher to tell us what it was called. And again, you go back to it, looking at the NBA draft, you know Darren Peterson? Yeah. He was involved over at that Glen Oak Middle School back in the day. I was told that he dunked on a teacher during a student-faculty
games. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they did not invite him back. The 2-2, Farrell a drive deep to left field, but it is going to die in the wind. And it is going to get down and left. Farrell cruises to second. He does his job, and it's a chance for A.J. Proventer to provide a spark for Tri-C.
Coach Cap's holding up his hand and saying, it's a good thing you were running, man. And now he's applauding. There's got to be something in the wind, like at about 30 or 40 feet, to see these balls moving the way that they're moving.
Well, watch it back on the replay, John. What do you think here?
I mean, look at that.
It just curled away from him.
Yeah.
On paper, it's technically a double. A weird double, but you know what? I don't think Diddy Farrell is going to care too much.
Yeah, it'll help his average. And right now, it helps the Triceratops a lot to have the leadoff runner on second base with no outs.
What did you say when I asked what it takes? A good start for the leadoff man.
You did hear that somewhere, didn't you? You did hear that somewhere, didn't you?
From someone smart and somebody who has been teaching sport journalism for quite a long time now, just journalism in general.
You know, it was kind of funny when you were talking to Griff. My first job in 1978, part of my job, not all of it, part of it was the sports information director at Wabash College.
So you stayed local at that time?
Well, that was my undergraduate school, yeah.
Little Giants, correct?
That's correct.
The 0-1 again, Treventer, but a beautiful bunt. My goodness, AJ. And he has a chance to beat it out, but he won't. Either way, the fact he got it down that well is impressive. And now it's Jameer Ross's chance to give Tri-C the lead.
Boy, that's one of those times when you wish you could replay on that one. That looked like, to me, as if he was safe. But either way, it was one heck of a bunt.
He has been great as of late for Tri-C.
Yeah, phenomenal bunt.
And the question is, going forward, he's now a viable option behind the plate. You know how four guys, you have Diddy, you have Nate Hill, you have Bryson Britton, and you have H.R. Treventer, who all can catch.
Yep.
It's incredible. And that ball's to the backstop. Diddy is going to come in, and he is going to score. Tri-C has their first lead of game number 1. And as things stand, they have just taken over first place in the OCCAC if results hold.
That is what Ross does when he's just at the plate. The pitcher realizes he's got to be doubly careful with the placement, and that one was way wild.
And again, for those just tuning in, Lakeland is up 10-3 on Bryant Stratton in the 5th. Incredible. And that pitch is to the backstop, too.
I really believe the catcher could have stopped that one, but he knows nobody's on.
It looks like just something changed for this Edison State team.
Something's changed with Akins. He's not pitching the way he was earlier. Atkins. He's not. He's lost a little bit here. Oh.
And now it's a good swing deep to left field, and this one is also going to get down. Another ball drops in left field, and Ross is at second.
I want to see that one on the replay because it seemed like that was, it didn't hang up as long as the other one, but it seemed like that one was catchable.
I mean, I don't know what is happening out there, but the outfield is just not playing it right. It is tough with the wind, whatever it is out there in the water, but that ball just got by him.
Yeah. There is now action in the Edison bullpen.
There has to be.
Yeah.
And now Braden Bortnick a chance to drive in a run. 2-1 Tri-C, courtesy of a pass ball that brought in Diddy Farrell.
By the way, Bortnick's been impressive at shortstop today.
Really has been. And we saw him with that out of this world play back in game number 1 on Tuesday. His first game back from injury, he stops a ball that 95% of shortstops would have easily let by for a single.
Yeah.
The fact that he even got there and knocked it down was impressive, but the play on the end of it, it was absurd.
There's only been one double play today, and he started it.
The 1-0 runs inside, but it's a strike. And now they're telling him to wear it. To wear a strike, that's an oxymoron if I've heard one.
Well, he does crowd the plate.
He does.
A lot of right-handed batters do that now.
I do feel like that pitch, though, was well inside.
That's why we're the up in the press box and not the umpire.
The 1-1, Bortnick, a grounder over towards short, called off and cut off by the third baseman, and he beats it out. The communication kills Edison State, and that'll put runners on the corners for Nate Hill.
That was a questionable play by the third baseman to pick that one up, but
you got to talk over there.
Yeah, you're right. It was a lack of communication, but he's going this way, and now he's got to throw that way. So it's like a 90-degree, and the shortstop's got a better angle on it.
For Tri-C, this is where you can blow the game open. Already up by 1, and actually Ross did stay put, so put 2 on. First and second with 1 down for Hill. And it is chopped foul. In the top of the 6th for Edison State, it is going to be Raker, Duggar, and Ulmer. There's no guarantee that they bring up their best hitters again today.
That's true.
Now for Tri-C, you just have so much depth, and that is where that depth can beat so many teams. Throwback not in time and well high to first.
That was a high throw. Unlike that first throw to second, that one was aimed at maybe getting the runner out, but it was just poorly placed.
Again, it goes back to the grip and just the overall wetness. The 0-1 is in the dirt, but blocked this time.
Kept it in front of him.
That's the key as a catcher, and during my time playing baseball, that's what all my coaches said, just keep the ball in front.
Didn't you hate those drills when they would throw it at like 55 feet and let it bounce?
I hated it.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Make you practice keeping that ball in front no matter where it bounced. Yeah.
I was ready to pack up my tent and go home at that point.
Yeah. Good hitters count for Hill here.
Plenty of power behind his swing, as we saw yesterday with 2. And now we're back to the action here as that ball is picked up over at first. They'll throw home, and it's wide. The throw is wide at home.
2 runs are going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Yep.
A big play there for Tri-C, and exactly what the doctor ordered too. Make it 4-1.
Clark made an errant throw from first to home, and that allowed 2 runs to score.
I mean, that's incredible. We do apologize. Look at the stream is kind of tanked for a second, so hopefully we're back and we're good, and we should be. That's weird. The computer just kind of shut off on us for no reason.
There's an old adage, Nate, to err is human. To really mess up, it takes a computer.
Mm-hmm. And there we go. We should be resetting. Should be back to working. Just can't explain that one. But 4-1 your score. A nice job from Gallagher. And now here comes Miller. So this game is completely flipped on its head now, 4-1.
With 2 runners in scoring position and less than 2 out, for sure he's going to be hitting away.
He has to. A 3-run inning so far for Tri-C. And that pitch is in the dirt, blocked.
And only one of those 3 are earned. But they count.
Again, 2 runs scored on an error. It's only 1 out. That's the key.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely weird, just all the way around. The 1-0. Wide for ball 2.
Atkins has lost it. A lot of his pitches are wide now. This could be.
And the bases load again here. It's Nash Dreger's turn. So this could be the inning that changes everything for Tri-C.
I don't think he's going to want to walk him, but.
No. There's strike 1.
Outside corner.
So good response. But again, we do apologize for the technical difficulties over the past couple of moments. Hopefully we are back to action, and we should be on our end. But a 3-1 count on Brock Miller, a walk and a ground out today. And there is ball 4. It's going to skip away, and that'll bring in a run. Make it 5-1 Tri-C. Miller now cruising to second, and he is easily there.
And it's not even contested.
And now it'll turn over to Nash Dreger. Time is called. And here it comes again, ladies and gentlemen. Bring it out. Bring out the Seminole chop.
Here it is. I think Raker is morally defeated behind the plate today, too. He's seen wild pitches. He's seen errant throws coming his way. It's just a tough day if you're the catcher for Edison right now.
And still Town only won this inning, and there it is on your screen. That's what they bring to the table now at Ron Mottl Field. Nobody wants to come here next week in the playoffs.
Along with a ton of enthusiasm, Nate. Ton of enthusiasm.
Up by 4. Stratton right now is down 7 to Lakeland. You're in the driver's seat for first place in the conference.
He is not changing the pitcher.
I'm shocked. And again, to come and play at the Mott, you have to deal with that. Very few can. So far this season, basically only Kellogg can. And Tara.
You know, I want to check on it. 4 runs on maybe 2 hits this inning?
Believe
maybe
so.
2 hits, yeah.
And Tri-C is still being out-hit by 1.
Yeah.
But a chance for Nash Dreger to drive in more. And the first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1, and they're just going to keep it going.
Dreger did an excellent job signaling to the third base runner to stay there.
Again, this is such a tough environment to play in. You don't envy these guys right now. The 1-0 in there for strike 1, a beautiful delivery. And again, it's the bottom of the 5th, runner on, no one down, 10-3 Lakeland on top, which is incredible.
Second and third, would you rather pitch to Dreger or pitch to Yamnes next?
Yamnes.
Yeah.
But Dreger, he could change it here with 1 swing. And it won't matter at that point.
Bunt,
Instead,
bunt.
he will bunt. It's a suicide squeeze, but it's going to be foul.
Oh, great strategy right there.
I'm shocked to see it be brought out, but you know what? I don't hate it. I mean, was that a safety or suicide squeeze there? I think he went regardless.
That was suicide. He was gone.
I think he was going too.
Yeah. He was not waiting for contact.
And now 1-2 on Dreger after that foul tip.
He'll be swinging away at this time.
A chance to do some double trouble. And it's a hard grounder over towards first. They'll try to cut off the run at home, and they will. A nice play from the first baseman, Clark, for out number 2. That is a big out, and now Zalen Yanmaz, another chance for redemption. But that's one I'm not surprised they sent the runner home. You try and test fate, force a mistake, you never know.
Well, look at the last time Clark threw the ball toward home, right? So not a bad decision.
At this point in the game, with the errors and the wetness of the ball, forced mistakes. Also, Brighton and Stratton is back within 5. They scored 2.
Well, we know they can put up runs.
And that pitch is in the dirt, and it's a free pass over to second for Dreger.
Uncontested.
That's one that you have to. And again, it's the bottom of the 5th. None down. Runner at second. McLean drove in both.
Yeah. Technically, that would be catcher indifference in the scorebook.
But again, of course, a lot of focus over there to see if Bryant and Stratton can come back. They need to. The 1-0 is there for strike 1.
Nice curve.
And I mean, that completely fooled Yanmaz.
Yeah.
But what an inning for Tri-C nonetheless, plating at least 4.
Considering the bad defense behind him, Atkins is battling.
And I would assume this is going to be it for him today as Yanmaz fouls it away. I don't think you bring him back out again. I'm surprised they kept him in.
Unless your pitching core is really thin.
And I mean, their most recent game was yesterday, but before that they had a couple of days off. So they had their full pitching staff yesterday.
Yeah. There was action in the Triceratops bullpen too, but it looks more like a warm-up than a series to get ready.
I think you keep Elbert in.
Yeah, I do too. I do also.
The 1-2 from Atkins is high. And we're hearing it Spencer Mueller in the pen, so it goes from one tough pitcher to a guy who the last time you saw him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 strikeouts, or actually 4.
Yeah. Edison doesn't get a break if Mueller comes in.
Offensively for Tri-C, they give no one a break. Defensively, they give nobody a break. Nowhere. There is no break.
That's what terrific baseball teams are like.
Atkins, the 2-2 in the dirt, and we are full. A nice take from Yanmaz.
Raker made a pretty good stop there.
And the on-deck circle is the man who began the inning, and Diddy Farrell. Time locally 2:37, so an hour and a half in. And also now it's 10-7. So Brian Stratton has played it 4 so far this inning with no one outs.
Love to know what's going on up at Lake County right now.
That's a big one. That game taking place in Solon.
Oh, it's Solon at Brian Stratton's field? Okay.
Payoff pitch. It is fouled away. If they pull that off, though.
If they come back from 7 runs down, that says something about their offense, doesn't it? And their grit.
They have been a great offense all year.
Yeah.
They're building something there. And again, a couple of Tri-C guys did migrate over there after last season, including their now closer and Joe Flanagan. Still a full count, 3-2 on Yanmaz. And he will poke this one into left field and down. 1 run will score. They will send Dreger as well. And Nash is easily in there. Now Yanmaz, he will go to second, and he is in there too. It's a 2 RBI single for Zalen Yanmaz. And now it is 7-1 Tri-C.
Zalen was extremely wise the way he did that. He went about a third of the way down, and then he watched to see where the ball was going to go and where it was going to be cut off. And he made a smart move in my mind. Having said that, with 2 runs in, this now gets to a whole different territory for the Chargers because they know they can't, out of Grand Slam range. And I do think they're going to bring in a new pitcher at this point.
They have to. The call to the bullpen has been made, but Tri-C, they have flipped a switch and the script completely rewritten. Still bottom 5, 7-1, all Tri-C.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The call to the bullpen has been made by Edison State in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-1 now your score. Tri-C up by 6 after scoring 6 so far. And now it is going to be Landon Wills making his 6th appearance of the year, a 16 ERA. Has to shut down a very strong Tri-C offense as of late.
Says something about where Edison State is when they bring in a guy with a 16.00 ERA. But he got a strike right there.
It goes Diddy, then A.J. Trobenter. And Trobenter was one of the outs so far this inning on a bunt that it looked like he beat out. But Tri-C in a great spot right now in full control. Trying to keep it going. And that pitch is in the dirt. Bouncing back to the game at Bryant and Stratton. Now 2 down, bases cleared in the bottom of the 5th, still 10-7. Lakeland hanging on as of right now, but they need more. And I'm sure Tri-C, they want more from Lakeland right now. But that quickly flips on Monday. They want less.
Right now, Landon Wills is just looking for some quality pitches here.
The 1-1, Farrell fouls it away. For Edison State, though, the wheels completely fell off.
And again, think about it. I don't have it. 5 runs on 4 hits.
6 runs on 4 hits.
6 runs on 4 hits.
And
yeah.
a couple of those hits really should be errors, but are not scored that way.
No, I meant this inning. I think we
Yes.
scored. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Still, a couple of those hits just should not have happened.
Right.
Just balls dropped. The 1-2 runs way inside.
Let's just say that outfield was a bit suspect at the beginning of this inning.
I don't know if it was the wind, the tracking, whatnot. It just.
Or maybe the field was wet. Some combination. Maybe they're not as fast as they normally would be. Some combination of all of that.
I mean, it is a true grass outfield.
Yeah. And one of the players is saying the grass is wet.
Fairly good piece over towards short. The throw to 1 is in time. They got him, and the side is retired. A nice throw across the diamond by Shannon at short, and that'll end the inning but not prevent the damage. 6-run score for Tri-C in the bottom of the 5th. To the 6th we go. It's the Tops up by 6.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Again, thank you to our advertisers along with Tri-C for making today's telecast possible.
Yeah, and support local broadcasting of live sports by getting behind SmeeSports. And you can double what you're paying me today to say that, Nate.
0 times 0 is still 0, John.
Yeah, I know. Hey, that was a typical Tops effort, right? 6 runs on 4 hits.
That's typically what you see from this team. It's Tops ball after all.
Yeah.
They know how to get a job done, and now it's Raker, Duggar, and Ulmer, 4, 5, and 6 stepping in.
Good to see Albert still on the mound, too.
I think you keep him in until he gives you a reason to take him out. And then after that, let Spencer Mueller come on and get you 2 innings, and you ride off into the game to sunset to get ready for that one. The 1-0, a chopper going up the middle, right to Albert on the mound. And his throw to 1 is pure. It's 1 up, 1 down.
He just atoned for that ball he dropped. Great throw.
An atonement right there.
Yeah.
So 1 down now for Duggar, the third baseman. But Tri-C is making quick work of this Edison lineup as of late. And you think about it, if they score 4 in the 6th, the game's done.
That's right.
And Ethan Albert, he would get a massive win. And for those just tuning in as well, a lot of focus is in Solon today. End of 5, Lakeland up 10-7 on Bryant and Stratton. Lakeland's pitcher right now, I believe, at 110 pitches. So I think his day is done. Chopper to Miller at third. His throw on the money. 2 up, 2 down.
Got his counterpart. Great throw.
Brock Miller, one of the best defensive third basemen in the area. And just like that, Albert is 4 outs away from getting out of this game with the win and a complete game on top of it. If he can go the distance, that would be so big again. That has been the rally cry this weekend for Tri-C. Pitchers going above and beyond what they're asked to, and that has saved arms for the big games coming up.
And it's that time of the season when it's important that they do just that.
With 2 down now, Ulmer steps in. And Albert just as good as he was back in the first.
He is still throwing that hook and placing it very well.
And still in that kind of same metaphorical sense is looking for the knockout blow. Not there.
You've got the count. Is it 6 strikeouts he's had so far?
6.
Yeah.
My question is, do you keep him on for the 7th if this is the end of the line in the 6th? Again, that is assuming we get there. I think you do. Tough call either way.
I would, especially the way he's throwing.
If you can save Mueller and the rest of your bullpen for the next 3 games, my goodness.
Yeah.
And then from there, Gilly could go all the way for all we know. I think Coach Cap will be very happy writing the lineup card for Lakeland if he knows that is the case.
Oh.
And that pitch just misses.
That was close.
Count now 2-2. If Ulmer keeps it going, it turns to O'Neal. Albert back to work. Grounder over towards third. It's Miller. He will throw across, and it is past Gallagher. And that'll let the runner advance to second at least. And he is going to cruise on in there. And now he's going to go to third as that ball got wide again.
Look at where the pitcher is right now.
That's Albert out there in left field. And now he might go home. Call time. You got to call time and just end the play. And there is Albert saying call time. I mean, what just happened?
A bad throw?
A couple.
Complicated by another bad throw.
And nearly a third.
Good thing there are 2 outs.
Coach Cap's going to come out here, and he's going to have a word, I believe, with the umpire as Tro is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. So now, what does the leash become for Ethan Albert?
I just think this is a settle down moment.
And
I mean, look where Albert went. Albert went to back up the throw at first, and then he ends up backing up shortstop. I mean, he ran 200 feet at least, right, on that play. This just like give him a break.
He's made his way across the yard a few times. And Trub enters satisfied, will make his way back to behind the plates.
Yeah, Manager Cap's a wise guy. He knew exactly what he was doing here.
Of course, still has that interim tag, but he has coached without it being there pretty much, and I would expect that he will be the head skipper again next season. He has been exactly what this program has needed. You look at last year, you have Kyle Stolberg, who was doing a great job now with the Jupiter team.
Yep.
He
Nice
needed somebody
strike.
to come in who knew the program to come in and say, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to take this to the next level. And Cap, he helped restart the program after COVID, and now he's taking it into the next era.
Oh,
Weak poke over towards short Bortnick. A throw to one. It's not in time. And hold on. Did they say they got him?
They got him.
My goodness.
Out at first.
What a play from Bortnick, and the side is retired.
That was one heck of a throw from short.
How?
That was a very, very slow-moving roller. I didn't think he could nail him at first.
I thought they called him safe for a second. I mean, that's an excuse me swing and a half, but that replay. Ooh, it's a close one, John.
I know, but Bortwick is making some great plays out there at short today.
Bortnick keeps it going, and now for Tri-C. You score 4 here, you walk it off in 6. Middle of 6, it's 7-1.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field, bottom of the 6th inning. And speaking of the bottom of the 6th, that's where we are in Solon. For those just tuning in, as things stand, if results hold, Tri-C would have sole possession of first place of the OCCAC, as it is Lakeland up 10-7 on Bryan and Stratton. And of course, you have to take care of business here and do it again in Game 2. From there, you beat Lakeland twice on Monday. You have a leg up entering the winner-take-all series next Friday and Saturday, which is huge for the Tops.
First time today we've had a lefty-lefty matchup.
And that pitch is just a bit outside.
Sound a little bit like Bob Uecker there, Nate.
Few zip codes over. Always have to pay homage to the greats of the game, or the greats of the mic, so to speak.
So this is Will's second inning of relief.
And again, it just sprays to the backstop. It's been a weird day for Treventer. The bunt that we thought he was safe, but they called him out. The walk where it looked like a bunch of pitch outs. And
yeah.
Now this. He has seen nothing good at the plate.
Again, I think scouting report, and I'm not sure about this Will's pitcher at this point. It's hard to make.
And that pitch nearly hits Treventer.
So,
yeah, Landon Wills right now struggling to find momentum and rhythm.
About 2 feet difference between the last pitch and this pitch.
And as well, for those keeping track at home, yes, after 110 pitches, Lakeland did pull their starting pitcher. For those playing along, I think we kind of expected it, but you never know. The 3-1, Will's able to reconnect and get it in there. Count out full 3-2. But of course, a lot of focus over there. It's not really often that we sit on Game Changer and focus on one game as much as we do, but it's that important as Treventer puts this one up the middle on the payoff pitch, and the throw to one is not in time. It came off the bag.
Dribbled. First baseman couldn't hang on.
So Treventer able to beat out the throw. It'll go down, I believe.
Might be an error on Clark, might not be.
I was going to say he beat it out, so it's going to be a hit, and there it is.
Yeah.
It'll be a base knock for A.J. Treventer. Had 1 hit entering the series. He's had 4 in 2 games.
And now we're back to the top of the lineup with Ross.
for Jameer a chance to do some real damage, a double his last time up on a kind of blue pit. And that pitch is in the dirt, and Trobenter is on too. A nice job from Trobenter. I'm sure as a catcher, reading the down angle is very easy for him.
Sure is. And Raker has spent a lot of time in the dirt today.
Playing in the sandbox, so to speak. A 1-0 count on Jameer Ross. And that ball again is low. And you look at the secondary from Trobenter. He's getting that second hop. He plants, he waits, he sees where it is, and he makes his decision. It's good.
He does a lot of things well.
It's textbook.
Yeah.
Coached well all through high school, and even here at Tri-C has had a lot of great coaches. And I'm sure it helps you go back to at least the beginning part of his time here. That was still Stahlberg's team. I mean, all these guys, except for the guys who came in at the halfway point, are Stahlberg recruits, or Coach Karen recruits too.
Yeah.
And of course, you cannot understate the fact that Coach Karen does so much recruiting for this team and does it so well.
And he plays in a big territory.
And I'll tell you what, I wasn't necessarily coached by him. At least I was for a little bit in the offseason at Holy Name, but he is one heck of a coach.
Yeah.
The 2-1, there for strike two. But he was an assistant, but, I mean, all the guys at Holy Name loved having him there.
You would know.
Mm-hmm. I was a big fan of Coach K during his time as he was there under Coach Carter during the last year of his storied tenure the second time around, as he had 2 stints at Holy Name. Ground ball over towards the left side, picked up at third. The throw to 1 is on the money. An excellent play by Duggar for out number 1.
It sure was. He stabbed the ball, looked the runner back, and then threw to first. A very good play.
So 1 down. Trobenter remains at second for Braden Bortnick. Bort so far today reached on an error, sac fly, and a fly out to right field.
His damage has been done with his glove today.
And sometimes that's not a bad thing, just to be that defensive anchor. And he will show bunt. He will get it down into no man's
beautiful. He
land.
may be on first. Yep, pitcher's not even going to throw it.
There's no chance to make that play over at first. A beautiful bunt. And now that'll bring up Nate Hill.
So you're rooting for 4 runs, you said, huh? You never know. You might get your wish.
As well, we just received word that they got out of the 6th inning. It's still 10-7. Lakeland, 3 outs away in the bottom of the 7th inning. Of course, it could still hit from getting the upset and giving Tri-C a really good, albeit 3-week late Easter gift.
Well, Tri-C could be in first place by the time we get between games here.
And that's what they want. A win does not get them there. They are still a few games behind in the played category, 2 to be exact. Each team has 1 loss. You need the loss column to go up 1 for Brian Stratton to actually take it over outright. And of course, Tara, it says, is in first place, but you expand the conference. Tri-C beat them 3-1. Tri-C's in first. And they don't matter, because again, you look at it, there's Division II teams to Division III teams. Be the best 2 Division II, you're in the tournament. Best 3 or best 2 Division III, you're in the tournament. Which most likely is going to be Owens and Tara, and then in Division II, Tri-C and Bryan and Stratton.
In all probability, you just nailed it.
What I would assume happens there. Runner goes in the 0-2, swing and a miss. There's out number 2, and they will not double him up. Bortnick just in there in the nick of time.
Yeah. Give Raker credit for making the throw. It was a pretty good throw. With the runner at third, he could have easily decided not to even make the try.
First strikeout of the day for Wills, as now here comes Vinny Gallagher. Decision time is coming. Is it Albert or Mueller on the mound in the 7th?
Albert.
I think you rock with Albert, and once again, be the 3rd consecutive starter to go more than expected.
Right now, let's see if Gallagher can bring 2 home.
And that pitch is tipped back. A nice little snag from Raker. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of defensive changes we see from Edison entering game number 2.
Wills has improved those last couple of batters. He started this inning off in a terrible way.
I would assume catcher changes just because of the work that Raker has had to do.
If they have another catcher, you're going to see him, right?
Otherwise, you could see some other changes, but I do think you're going to see Clark at first and Shannon at short.
That's a safe statement.
Those are the guys that kind of don't move at all in the lineup.
And probably Duggar at third as well.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Duggar stay over there.
Yeah, Duggar. Yeah, I think he'll be there.
2-strike count on Gallagher. And it is there for strike three. Looking, and the side is retired. We'll watch it back on the replay, but that was in the other batter's box. Back-to-back punch-outs for Wills, but I just want to see where this one was. And as well, we do have our answer. It is Albert coming back on the mound.
If you can't say anything good about the umpires, not say anything at all, so I'm going to zip my lip.
Let's see. Oh, wow. We're going to break.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
To the top of the 7th inning we go. It is go time for Edison State's offense. But the man on the mound, Ethan Albert, remains in. He looks for his first complete game of the season. And he has a great chance to do it. What a performance for Ethan Albert today. That pitched a little wide. But beyond that, it has been a great day at the office for him. His defense has picked him up. He has picked himself up 6 strikeouts. Overall, you talk about a do-it-all performance from your starting pitcher.
Yeah. By the way, it's 3 o'clock, and some of the lights are coming on here at Ron Mottl Field, so that tells us something.
The earliest that we've seen them come on, I believe, is 10:30 for that Kellogg game.
Really?
As well, middle of 7. It's still 10-7. So 3 outs to play with for Brian and Stratton. Otherwise, Tri-C is in first place in the conference with a win here. That's incredible. Albert's first pitch, right in there. And I'm so impressed by the fact that he has not changed his pitching style at all. He has still been all up and personal with his fastball.
A lot of curves, a lot of fastballs, great placements.
And there's the curve.
There it is.
Did he go?
He sure did.
Now 0-2. But Ethan Albert, you talked about a guy trying to elevate himself in the pecking order. This is how you do it. Looking for a strikeout here. Instead, a grounder over towards Bortnick at short. His throw to 1 is in time. It's 1 up, 1 down.
Well, one thing Edison should know by now, if you want to make an out, hit it to the shortstop, right? I think that's about his 5th today.
I mean, Bort's defense that's coming back has been out of this world.
Yeah.
Exactly what you want to see. As well, Diddy has been good since coming back from injury as well, too. The healthier this team gets, the better off they're going to be. And that was the issue in the playoffs last year. I mean, he wasn't active for the end of the series. He was just a DH. There's a question about if that's going to be the same exact case here or not, but you go back to last season, that was when Justin Tyson stepped up over at second and short. This year, Bort has stepped up in a big way, and so has Zaylen Yenmaz.
Ball 1 on the second baseman, Starks.
And beyond them, you also have Nolan Ignacio who can come in and do a job for you. The 1-0. Missing for ball 2, and one of the rare 2-0 counts today.
Well, your mind's on the playoffs this afternoon, isn't it?
It has to be.
Yeah.
You look at where you are in the season after today. You have 6 games left to go, 4 for Brian and Stratton. It's the push for the tournament. And I believe this is the first 3-0 count today for Albert.
I think you're right.
Trying to avoid his first walk as well. And if he does, could you see Mueller maybe? Do you? I don't know.
I doubt it.
Albert's 3-0. It is high for ball 4. So that'll put him on.
First free pass from him today.
And now Shannon, the top of the order, is back.
If Edison's going to do some damage, it will be with this guy here, Shannon.
And then Clark after him.
Yeah. I believe he's had 2 hits today, Shannon.
2 for 3.
Yeah.
And again, time locally 3:04, so officially into hour number 3 of the game. 2 hours completed. And Albert, the breaking ball, misses. A lot of competitive misses, some well out of the zone that time, though. Right on the border. For Edison State, though, you're running out of time to make your comeback. 2 outs to play with. Albert breaks it in and misses for ball 2.
He seems very focused on the batter only. The Starks is getting a good lead at first.
I agree. That's what you do, though.
Yeah. At this point, ahead by 6 runs, 7th inning, yes.
Now, if there's a walk here, I think you make the change. It's a tough call, but I think you do. The 2-0 is wide for ball 3. What do you think?
Well, right now he's missing badly.
It is a really tough call. You want to try and get him the distance, but at the same time, you don't want Edison to come back. And that pitch is going to be high for ball 4. So again, it is decision time. Shannon reaches for the 3rd time today. 2 on, 1 down. Coach Kaplik's going to think about it here. I think he is calling time as he is just waiting for the runner to get there. He will indeed call time. Albert's asking for another pitch, and I don't think he's going to get it. So we'll see here. Of course, he wanted to go the distance.
And there's no shame in a 6 1/3.
No. And as well in line for the win. It could also be a conversation of Cap says, hey, if you trust yourself here, I'm going to put my faith in you. It's a tough call. It really is.
There is a real discussion going on about what's next. This is not, the coach hasn't made up his mind. Oh, okay. The players think he has. Oh, the new pitcher's coming on. So Mueller's coming on.
So Albert is done. Mueller is now on the mound, but what a day for Ethan Albert. Exactly what the doctor ordered, and there's some love from
some
more.
hugs.
I mean, he earns all the kudos in the world for this one. A big day for him. He settled it down. When Tri-C needed a surefire out, they turned to number 12, and my goodness, he got the job done and then some. But when we return, it is going to be Spencer Mueller on the mound for Tri-C. The call to the bullpen has been made. 7-1 your score. It's the Tops on top.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
It is Spencer Mueller time at Ron Mottl Field, and he has been great so far this year for the Tops. 20 innings of work, 20 runs, 14 of which were earned, 11 walks, 29 punch-outs. That is a big discrepancy for him. A 6.3 ERA, 2-2 record, and this will be appearance number 12. Last time we saw him 6 up, 6 down. What's his key to success?
Well, first off, he's a hard-throwing left-hander. I think a hard-throwing left-hander that gets the ball over the plate, with only two outs left, Edison's going to be hard-pressed to. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't think Edison's going to have much of an issue here in terms of getting runners on board.
Well, John, full count 3-2 over in Solon, 2 down.
Really? Still 3-run lead?
Yes. It's Crosby looking to close it out for Lakeland.
That's going to be a big upset.
If it actually happens. That is the big anticipation right now. But of course, Mueller trying to close it out here.
One of those days we wish we had a PA announcer to tell the crowd that, right?
I might plug in the mic and do it myself. Mueller's first pitch beautifully breaks but misses. 1-0 the count as it is going to be Jackson Clark stepping in. But a big spot for Tri-C to try and settle it down and get to game number 2. That pitch, though, right down Broadway.
That's a strike.
Count now even 1 ball, 1 strike. A big spot for Spencer Mueller once again to come in and show that He is a key piece.
Right side of the infield's at double play depth.
Speaking of double play, Kreider, a double. So the game continues in Solon. It's weird calling both games and kind of looking at both at the same time, but you have to. Again, the playoffs, they're starting very, very soon.
Beauty of being live stream.
Exactly. The 2-1, a drive into right field. Ziddy will crash in on it, and he will stretch out to make the grab. Welcome back, Diddy Farrell.
That is a great catch.
I mean, what can't he do for this team?
He's been one of the stars today, that's for sure. 2 down now, only one out remaining.
He is a fun player to watch for Tri-C. A nice little web gem there. By his standards, superb. I mean, boom. He came back to the lineup today, and he wasted no time getting settled back in.
Runyon, last chance for Edison.
Chopper over towards short. Bortnick to 1. Book it for game number 1. That'll do it.
There's some poetic justice with the ground ball to the shortstop ending this game.
And Tri-C will get the win 7-1 in game number 1.
And there's Albert right out of the dugout giving people hugs.
And we are still waiting to see, can Bryant and Trenton come back, or will Tri-C take sole possession of first place? We'll find out when we return to Ron Mottl Field.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Welcome back to Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field. 7-1 your final in game number 1. Your player of the game presented by SmeeSports is Ethan Elbert. A big day for him, 6 punch-outs, and of course, as always, your player of the game is brought to you by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center as well. But John, talk about Ethan Elbert and his job today.
Well, first off, love this guy. He's in the dugout, and as the last out is made, he comes on the field and starts hugging all the defensive players. So he knew how important those plays were to him, especially Bortwick. So guy had a lot of good curve action, good fastball. Got ahead 80% of the time on the batters, and phenomenal effort from him today.
I have some breaking news, John. It's a final 10-8. Lakeland upsets Bryan and Stratton. Tri-C is now in first place, officially by themselves in the OCCAC.
I may need to go to the field microphone and let everybody know that, Nate.
That is a huge upset from Lakeland. I mean, none of us expected it.
So as things
if
stand
that's
right
officially
now,
it, I mean, they're putting them in the top of the 8th. If they actually start that inning, that'd be incredible. But it should be 2 7s. If it's 2 9s, so that game's not done.
Ah, okay.
But it should be over. Everything that we understand means that game is over.
We'll check on it, but that is great news. I think the other thing that was good about today was, again, typical Tops ball, right? 6-run inning in inning 5 on what?
And it's officially confirmed. They called it a game.
All right.
10-8.
I think I'm going to head to the microphone. I'll be right back.
That's incredible, but we're going to step aside here in between games, and when we return, it is time for game number 2. But for John Kersey, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Ron Mottl Field, and we will see you again in a few moments for game number 2 as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports.